Doing the best we can.
Smash it. Tom, what are you drinking tonight?
Hey.
Tom picked up 2 beers for us.
So we're back. We're drinking the same L7s that we had before. Deutschland. Very good price where we are. Son,
Cheers.
Zach, cheers. So, Zach, I had a coworker
Yeah.
told me something interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
What
the
did he
dollar's
tell you?
going to collapse.
The dollar's on a collapse. Well, Tom, I mean, that's... The dollar's on a collapse. Well, Tom, I mean, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're talking about the dollar trap
Mm-hmm.
by Mr. Eswar Prasad. Hopefully I said your name right. Sorry. My apologies if I did not. So, dollar trap, Eswar Prasad. How the U.S. dollar tightened its grip on global finance. I guess you hear gold bugs all the time saying the dollar's on a collapse, the dollar's on a collapse, the dollar's on a collapse. 2008 was the time for the dollar to collapse.
Yeah.
2012 was the time for the dollar to collapse.
Yeah.
2012 was the time for the dollar to collapse.
The world was going to end, according to the Mayans.
The world is going to end. It's going to happen. What happened?
The same thing that happens the majority of time, people make conspiracies. Nothing.
The U.S. dollar since 2008. So when the U.S. actually the financial crisis brought upon huge debt for the U.S. and for governments around the world. But since this is focusing on the dollar for the U.S., 2012 the U.S. government had a downgrade on their debt, and when the downgrades happen, typically the dollar or their currency depreciates. What happened to the U.S. dollar? It got stronger.
Bam.
What happened there?
Yeah.
The dollar trap.
Mm-hmm.
The U.S. dollar is the safest asset in the world. And if the safest asset in the world is not safe, nothing else is.
Mm-hmm.
So you see currency flowing back up into the U.S. dollar, even though the credit rating got downgraded, even though U.S. debt is astronomical. 21 trillion, 22 trillion.
Yeah.
It's not going to be able to be paid off.
Yeah.
Even though, well, yeah, those were my two even those. So that's what the book is about.
Yeah.
And why should you read it? I guess if you have an interest in economics, that's why you should read it. If you think the dollar is going to collapse with gold bugs speaking, this is another reason why you should read it. Even if you do think that the dollar is collapsing, or if it should collapse, even though it's devalued probably 95% since 1900s. Okay, yeah, that's true. Nobody can argue with that. But you should expand your mind. That's what Books and Beer is about. So take in some different opinions from some other people. And this man, Eswar Prasad, he's a professor at Cornell. Even though, that doesn't really mean anything no longer. I mean, congratulations for your prestige.
I used to run track in Cornell. I'm not joking. Not in university, high school.
Did you just go into the Cornell?
No, like the winter track course, yeah.
And then
no big deal.
Track. No big deal. No, it's never a big deal. So many people always say that the U.S. dollar will collapse. Not many people, some people.
Yeah, we hear from them. I mean, we all might know someone, but it's one of those things that and even the United States doesn't have the strongest economy, but at the same time, people aren't banking on the Swiss francs. It's just
so he does go on to talk about that. So the U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency, and he predicts that the U.S. dollar will be the world reserve currency for the foreseeable future. Okay, why? Why not the Chinese renminbi? In America, in the media, you always hear, "Oh, the Chinese are taking over. The Chinese this." You have to be scared of the Chinese always trying to take over. But the role of the U.S. dollar will remain strong for the foreseeable future because of the U.S.'s institutions. Simply put it comes down to institutions.
Yeah.
So people trust the U.S. more than they trust the Chinese.
So now, for example, what should I do? Should I be dumping a lot of money in U.S. dollars? I mean, we don't live in the United States. We're from there, though. But what should I be dumping money in U.S. dollars or what's going on with bonds? Like, what else does he talk about?
Well, he doesn't really talk about investing or anything like that. He really talks about
Yeah.
central banks around the world accumulating U.S. dollars. And so, I mean, this is on a massive scale, a massive scale. So China has over 3.5 trillion U.S. dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to see their investments go bad.
Ah.
So where else can they park their money?
Yeah.
They need to park it in U.S. dollars. So people talk about trade war, but China has a strategic interest in seeing the U.S. prosper
Uh-huh.
because of their trillions of dollars or holdings
All right.
for U.S. currency.
And I hate to do this, but like, according to the book, no, it seems like that's what the trap is.
That is what the trap is.
Is it a trap though, or is it like maybe a field, like some, with safe boundaries? What do you think?
Well, trap is a good word to sell books.
Yeah.
The dollar trap. I mean, it's a good way to sell books, I think.
Yeah. Not a good way to sell beers.
Yeah, not a good way to sell beers, indeed. So why not gold? Why not something else? So I mean that goes. You have to read more, and so that's what reading is about. Read about like the Bretton Woods Agreement and how the U.S. kind of defaulted on the Bretton Woods Agreement.
That's
and said
right.
that they would not honor gold anymore. See what that is about. He mentioned Bitcoin in some talk as well, but I think that's a different topic.
Yeah.
So maybe we could talk about that at another time.
Mm-hmm.
But he does not see that could overtake the role of the U.S. dollar
Mm-hmm.
for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Right now, who's to say that's not our opinion? That's not my opinion. But we'll see
Mm-hmm.
what's going on.
But hey, I mean, if you're thinking of selling everything, all your assets, and investing in silver, more flexible, or gold, you might want to hold off.
I'm gonna go the way of stocks.
Yeah.
Stocks and
Yeah,
bonds.
exactly. They're all over the freaking world. I mean, if everything fails, if the stock market fails, the whole world is in way bigger trouble than what people are going to care about with silver and gold. I mean, they're going to
Yeah,
have other things.
and maybe currency is not going to be your
Yeah.
biggest concern.
Exactly.
Anyways, read the Dollar Trap, expand your mind a little bit, but anyway, this is books and beers.
Hey, books and beers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Get yourself drunk. Get yourself educated.
I think I'm more interested in drinking tonight than
That's all right.
books, but that's how it goes sometimes.
But hey, cheers.
I swear, thank you for the good book.